Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakor Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing this word of sincerity and truth on the four corners of the earth. And I'm going to start in Matthew 13 and 22. It says, He also that receives seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. All right, because that's what the world can do, to some of those who've received this world. It can choke the word out of them. All right, the care of this world. All right, and the care of this world consists of, the things therein. All right, trying to maintain money, like I said, the deceitfulness of riches. All right, women, children. Ridicule is one of them. These 2/3 of these people in the world can talk you into thinking that you're crazy for believing in the truth. All right, if you really, don't have a strong belief. All right, these things can choke the word out of you and make you become unfruitful. All right, meaning you're not doing meaning you're not doing the work anymore. All right, you don't have the same fire. You don't have the same level of belief, of faith, all because of the world. All right, and it's a constant battle because Satan is, constantly trying to, sift you out the truth, pull you back into the world, get you back on the other side that you were on, prior to receiving this knowledge. I remember Apostle Arumlad, he likened it into a vacuum. The world is like a vacuum constantly trying to suck you back in. Once you get sucked in, some get sucked into a vacuum, it's not coming back out. All right. So you have to keep your faith through these things. All right, pray. Pray for focus. For diligence. For the Most High to keep the fire on you. To keep that fire of belief burning within you. All right, you have to pray, against the world and and everything that's in the world. All right, once, like I said, family, women, kids, money, everything that will make you lose focus. Sacrifice is a part of this thing. So you might have to, give things up that you really love. Not that you love the world, but our flesh is attached, to certain things, like our children. Of course you love your children, but, if that's, breaking your focus and, in your heart, it's not good for you, you got to, cut them off. All right, the Most High can, replace anything. All right, nothing in this world is special except the truth. So nothing in this world can be put above the truth. Because once you do that, it becomes a downward spiral. He also that receiveth seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word. All right, you hear the word and it resonates with your spirit. All right, and the care of this world and the deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful. Don't let this place choke the word out of you. You got to have a, F the world attitude, man. And everything that come with it. Don't fall in love with nothing in this world. Don't get attached to anything that you can't leave immediately. We in this flesh, we our flesh enjoys certain things, but you can't enjoy anything to the point where you can't cut it off if it's not good for you spiritually. And that takes some time to grow into. But once you get there, you gonna know you there, because that's when the world is gonna, really start hating you. You might think the world is hating you at a certain point, but you really know when you're completely isolated and everybody don't want to deal with you because of this word. Me, myself, personally, speaking on the children, I can't do it. I may pop up on them every once in a while, but being fully immersed in that, it's not good, at least for me. The woman as well, my family as well, you got to really cut them off. Really let them know that they ain't shit compared to this word. And honestly, it took me time to do that. I will keep my distance, but still kind of be, involved with them. Cut them off. Because Satan is going to use them to keep pulling you in, like that proverbial vacuum that the apostle, referred to in one of his videos. Keep trying to suck you in. So what's the point of being around them when you know it's not good for you? Now, if you can get control of that situation where they all respect the truth and what you're doing, all right, but all that combative back and forth, you doing this, nah, man. That's the wicked over there. They ready to die. Like the scripture said, let the dead bury the dead. Let them die, man. You don't know who them spirits is anyway. You know who they are to you. Oh, that's my mom. That's, my cousin. But in the grand scheme of things, you don't know who those spirits is. These the same niggas that put the Lord to death, man. In the ancient world, these spirits that just come up against the truth, these are the same spirits that put the Lord to death. So, fuck them. It's Luke 14:26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. All right. Now let me go into this. I think I got that. All right, so in Luke 26, the word hate, to feel extreme enmity towards, to regard with active hostility, to have strong aversion to, find very distasteful. All right, that's the attitude that you have to have against all these people, whether they're considered family in the world or your girlfriend, your wife, your children. Have a strong aversion to, find very distasteful. Why we find them very distasteful? They don't believe in the truth. Just like our way of life is distasteful to them. That's what an enemy is. Two opposing sides. Don't get caught up in, oh, that's my father. And the scriptures say honor your mother and father, but that's my father and my mother and my wife. Oh, they're my babies, Come on, man. They bad for you because they not in the truth, they're in the world. So they expect from you what the world expects from the world. Especially when it comes to, children. That was a fight of mine, Those are your kids, and, and then I found myself not doing the work. Trying to be family man. You know what I mean? We all have, childhoods that mold us and, to the men we are today. But all that is, it's a reset button that hits. We're children, again, of the Most High. So, if you had a bad, like myself, very bad relationship with mother and father. So, when I got an opportunity to, have a family, it was kind of like I got immersed in it, maybe I can change, the past or, fix it and have like a real family, quote unquote, in my mind. Not realizing that I was turning my back on, the family that the Lord gave me, which was, the brethren in the camp that I eventually, fell out of. But that's was the worldly thinking that clipped me. Because the more and more that I did that, I realized ain't none of them niggas shit. The mother of my children, like scripture say, you're supposed to honor your mother and father. I ain't gonna get into that. But, my children as well. You did nothing but pull me away from what I was supposed to be doing. And as time continued to go on, that hatred that's being spoke of, if any man come to me and hate not his father, mother, wife, children, and brethren and sisters, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. That hatred started to build. Like, damn, am I really making this bad of a decision? For something that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. But continuing on, it says, and whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. Bear your cross. Shit gonna hurt. You gotta sacrifice things. You're gonna lose things. You're gonna get ridiculed. The world gonna think you a piece of shit the same way we think they pieces of shit. They gonna think you a piece of shit. Because their belief system is basically Esau. I'm gonna say the world, as well, but it's Esau's media molds them. Whereas Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the spirit of, molds us. So you constantly gonna be at war with them. And you're gonna have a bad name. Or what's considered a bad name here. But that's just a part of bearing your cross. First John. It's 1 John 2 and 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You can't play both sides. You got to choose. No gray areas, no middle. Either you in the world or you in the truth. And we all know what the right decision to make is. Because once again, everything that you may love in the world, it don't love you back. Like it's a saying, you love a game that don't love you back, That's how the world is. You loving the world, it don't love you back. It's nothing you can do. Israelite, we under curses. How the world gonna love you? Especially, the Israelite man, no matter what we do, we don't get no love here. We ain't supposed to, but think about it. You could be an upstanding father, great husband, what's considered a great husband, great son, and they still gonna find a way to pick at you. There's no rest here. There's nothing that you can do in the world to find rest or to be considered or to be deemed successful. Even those who are deemed successful, they had to, they all left-hand side business to get it. Righteousness in America doesn't matter to the world. So that's why you can't love the world. You can't. If you love the world, you're wicked, because it's not like you can conduct yourself righteously to get love. So if you love the world, the love of the Father is not in you. Because the Most High love righteousness. And once again, you can't conduct yourself righteously in this world. Think Think of the times that you were solid with somebody in the world and they turn their back on you or didn't repay it. When I say repay it, you know, I mean, not necessarily money, but just the love, you know. I've had all kind of things happen to me with people that I've dealt with righteously, you know, and they just return wickedness upon me, which angers you in the moment, but how can you really be mad? They worldly. That's how they deal. But continuing on, it says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, it's not of the Father, but is of the world. So everything that this world teaches you, it's not of the Most High. I mean, we living in the LGBT, feminist, you know, all this crap, man. It's definitely the age of the whore. You go on Instagram or TikTok, and it's the age of the whore. You know, everything that the Most High opposes is exalted here. You're a great man or a great woman if you do it, you know. Like one of the things, if you, you know, not to get off subject, but if you stay dedicated to one woman your whole life, like, Most High ain't with that. Most High gave us all these women. Or he has, especially Jake, you know, or he has children with multiple women. So what? He has 6, 7 kids. So what? And Most High made it like that. That's how it's really supposed to be. But of course, the world tell you different, you know. But continuing on, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Because all this is gonna pass away, just like every other damn kingdom. The only kingdom that's gonna stand forever is the kingdom of heaven. America ain't gonna last. America on its last leg right now. Look at this place, man. You can feel it crumbling. You feel it, you know. The level of morality in this place is so low. You know, even talking to people that, you know, may not know the truth, but they feel it. You know, just having conversations with people on my day-to-day walk. Like, this place is evil. You see this? They know it. And they ain't even in the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So how much more, you know, those who really know the truth, knowing that this world is crumbling, all right? But it's Romans 12. I'm going to start. I'm going to just hop to 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. All right, be not conformed to this world. It's really drilling the same point in. All right. Be not conformed to this world. Don't fall in line with these people. Because, you know, they'll destroy you. And if the Most High have mercy on you, you know, he'll just continue to show you who these people are. Until it's a point where it's just no choice. Like, damn. Which, you know, it's a personal testimony of mine. It'll just keep showing you. And that's really mercy. Why are you around this person? Why are you around this person? Yeah, this person has this title. That's all it is. This title in your life, but why are you around them? They ain't doing nothing but wickedness, you know. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. That is like Jake say, you can get your mind right. The renewing of your mind is, you know, your mind, all right, being immersed in the spirit, in the scriptures, which we know your mind is your heart. That's renewing of your mind. So focus on that. Focus on becoming, you know, an Israelite. You are an Israelite, you know, through the lineage, but really conducting yourself as an Israelite. You know, because that wicked nigga that you see on the corner is Israel, but is he really You know what I'm saying? Is he really conducting himself as an Israelite? Focus on becoming righteous to the best of your ability. Not trying to be righteous in the eyes of the world. Because that's what, Jake does. They try to be righteous in the eyes of the world. That's why all these niggas do the same shit. They all into the same thing. Same wicked things. Because they want to be viewed as acceptable to the world, which, not which, but they want to be seen as acceptable to the world, and we want to be seen as acceptable to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because at the end of the day, that's the only ticket out of here. Because all these worldly niggas is going to fall together. And you women too. Now I'm out to Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 3:19. I'm going to start at 18. 1 Corinthians 3:18. Let no man deceive himself. If any among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. Because the wisdom of this world is nothing. You got to become a fool in this world to become wise in the coming world. Or to be wise enough to prepare yourself for the coming world. Which we know the coming world is the kingdom of heaven. If you wise in this world, become a fool, man. All right, for the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. The wisdom of this world is foolish to the Most High. And when you look at the wisdom of this world, I mean, once you have the Spirit on you, you see how foolish it is. Everything is just foolish here, man. The trends, all the wisdom of this world, whatever is considered acceptable or righteous. I mean, it's not righteous, but considered righteous in this world is foolish. I had, just a quick testimony. I had someone actually, steal from me, which we know, stealing and, thievery. All right, it's wicked, When Most High, told us that thou shalt not steal, steal from your neighbor, Right, and it was a woman who actually stole from me, right? So naturally, I'm yelling and screaming, cursing her out, because it's just like every man, I work for mine, somebody takes something you work for, So, a male that she knew ended up calling me, and this nigga was basically trying to explain to me why it was okay for her to steal from me. That's the wisdom of this world. Or, she's a woman, she's going through this. Nigga, she stole from me. But the wisdom of this world is woman worship. Woman can do no wrong in this world. When the scriptures clearly tell you women wicked as hell, but that's just an example of the wisdom of this world. The exaltation of woman is a part of the wisdom of this world. The alphabet community, the exaltation of the alphabet community is the wisdom of this world. Being, selfish. We all know America is the land of narcissism. Being a narcissist, being proud. That's the wisdom of this world. Which, of course, is foolishness with the Most High, because the Most High is against all of that. And if he's against that, we are to be against it too. So once again, let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. Give up all the knowledge of this world, because it's not knowledge, it's not wisdom, it's wickedness. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their in their own craftiness. So give up all the wisdom, or what's considered to be wisdom of this world, because it ain't gonna do nothing but to destroy you, because it's really wickedness. It's 1 Corinthians 1:27. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. All right. Which the foolish things of this world is really us. We the fools here, because the righteousness of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is foolish amongst the world, and that's what we're telling the world, telling the Israel and the nations as well, And the Most High chose the weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. We weak compared to Esau physically. And to these 2/3, we ain't really supposed to get carnal. Now, I ain't trying to say don't defend yourself, but it's it's times where you got to make the decision not to get into a carnal situation, knowing you will win. I'm not trying to sound, wicked. You were beating. I'm pretty sure, a lot of us have been in this situation, man. You come on, man. Or it'll be somebody that would never try you when you was in the world. But they see the scriptures, they see your demeanor's changed, and now, you're considered weak. Which, in a sense, we are weak. Because we're not to be carnal. So you got to go out like a sucker sometimes, if you will. Or what's considered to be a sucker. But it's really righteous. Because the Most High really wants you to touch somebody. He gonna put the spirit on you to touch him. So don't even worry about that. But, once again, I'm not trying to sound carnal, but just a, example. The weak things of this world to confound the things which are mighty. And the main way that we confound the things that are mighty is, through speaking the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Because it really can't be refuted. It's the word I'm looking for. People will gainsay, but nobody's going to come up with any proof or anything that really, confounds, the prophets. Because the truth is the truth. You can't fight against truth. It's the truth. The truth stands alone in every situation. Like, it stands alone. You can't fight the truth with falsehood. That's why Esau is so manipulative, and the people of the world are so manipulative, and they try to fool you with certain things. Everything's a scam. It's not nothing solid because it's not the truth. But continue knowing in the base things of the world and things which are despised hath the Most High chosen, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are. Things which are despised, all right, because we're despised. I'm despised. Pretty sure you're despised, You sit down and have a conversation, with somebody like the world, like my mother, and the world will consider, that's his mom. She'll talk to you all day and all night about it. That ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Because of his word. Because of the boundaries that were set by the word that I have to abide by. He don't even come over on Thanksgiving. Nigga. What you talking about, man? He ain't seen his kids in a month. Just shit that niggas in the world will be like, oh, yeah, he ain't shit. But in the eyes of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, focusing on him is the thing to do. So who am I going to pick, y'all or the Lord, Which, like I said, America is the land of narcissism, which shows a high level of narcissism. You want somebody to pick you over the Most High. Ain't that a bitch? I'd be scared to ask somebody that, man. These niggas, Jake special, man. Sure is special, That's crazy. But I'm gonna have to 1 John. What that is, 5:4. 1 John 5:4. For whatsoever is born of the Most High overcometh the world, and this is the victory that overcometh the world, even our faith. All right. For whatsoever, pardon me, is born of the Most High overcometh the world. That's the only way you gonna overcome this place. Is to think on the scriptures. Is to move off the scriptures, off the spirit. Because this place will destroy you, man. Like, I feel as though I was on the brink of that. And Yahweh Shai had mercy on me. Kind of like getting caught up in the world, you know. And the transition of it is, it's not like, you know, it's Satan working increments, man. You know, it's not like just rushing you. You know, it's just like this happened and this happened and this happened, and it's small things. Then the next thing you know, you look up and you ended the video in a week. You ain't went out how you supposed to. You know, but if you born of the Most High, you're gonna overcome it. Because it's always gonna be a spiritual resiliency within you. That's eventually gonna make you say, fuck this. And take your ass back home. Like the story of the prodigal son, I'm not gonna grab it. But it took for him to get away from home to realize home is where you're supposed to be. You know, I remember that story when it was a famine, I believe, and he was like, damn, I always used to eat at home. I never went through this shit when I was up under my father. So he took his ass back home. You know, a wicked person in that situation would have just said, well, you know, I'm out here now. I don't want to go back, and, you know, that pride would have kicked in. You know, I don't want to go back and show them I failed. You know, of course you failed. You know, you left your father in that situation, you know. And that's what, you know, people who, you know, fall out or get kicked out of camps, you know, pride seeps in. You don't want to come back because, you know, damn, man, look, what you prideful for? We all fall and, you know, come up short. But like the scriptures say, you know, if you're born of the Most High, you're going to overcome that. You know, and those who have the spirit of the Most High on them ain't going to have no pride to the point where they can't realize, you know, I messed this up. Let me go back and hope the Father has mercy on me. You know. But continuing on, who is he that overcometh the world? But he that believeth that Yahweh Shai is the Son of the Most High. The believers of the Lord is the only ones that's going to overcome. You got to really have faith and really believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to overcome this. Because once again, it'd be just real easy to fall in line and, you know, go back into the world and, you know, be a demon for real, you know. Because those who want to be over there, that's all they miss is being a demon, smoking weed, you know, doing nigga shit, committing adultery. It's the only reason you want to go back, you know, to be a savage, you know. But this Colossians 3 and 2, set your affection on things above, not on things on earth. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Yahweh Shai. We're hid with Yahweh Shai in Yahweh. All right. Set your affection on things above, not on things on earth. All right. And the things above is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, you know, the kingdom being on the way. Prophecies, you know, that's the things that are above, you know, and the things on earth is what? The world. Everything that comes with the world. So you shouldn't have any affection or any love towards anything in this world. Because like it said in John, the things of the world pass away anyway. Why you gonna love something that can be gone tomorrow? You know, just like with these women, you know, are you gonna love something that can leave like that? It ain't like in the ancient world where your woman was your woman. You could have a woman, a nigga come flash 100,000, she hop in the car, man. I'll send for my things, like they say. You know? Why you gonna love something that you can't keep, man? You know? Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Because once again, everything on the earth passes away. You know? Just like when Lot and his wife was leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, she looked back because she couldn't believe that everything I love getting blowed up, you know? And that's why, you know, eventually she was turned into a pillar of salt because the Most High told him don't look back. So we got to walk this path. You know, the path of righteousness is leading you away from the world. It's like going into the wilderness. You know, if you live in a city and you're walking a path that's leading you into the wilderness, you're leaving the world. You know, and you can't look back, because when you look back, you're gonna start thinking on shit. You know, going back to Lot's wife, she was probably thinking, man, you know, my friends, my, you know, whatever, possessions, the fun I used to have, you know, probably hit her mind and made her turn around. And we can't make that same mistake. So when you're walking this path of righteousness that's leading you away from the world, don't look back. So when you look back, it's, you know, Satan play mind games. Oh, what about my son, my baby boy? You know, you're going to start thinking of some dumb shit that's going to make you slow down on that path when you should be walking full speed. Set your affection on things above, not, you know, the things that's on earth. Second Esdras 14 and 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. All right, the mortal thoughts. You know, let go of the mortal thoughts. All right, the burdens of man is, you know, the burdens that we go through, you know, every day. And we ain't ain't nobody, you know, special enough not to be going through no tribulation. Everybody going through something, you know. But to get in that, you know, woe is me spirit, that's the weak nature that the Most High is telling you to put off. Because that's another reason niggas go back into the world. It get too hard. It's too much tribulation. It's too much. You're going to go through the same thing in the world anyway. We under curses, bro. It don't stop. It's not like the truth is the only place where Jake go through shit. You're going to go through it anyway. So why not go through it righteously instead of, you know, trying to be wicked and find a way to get out of it. You know, Jake always trying to find a way to get out of it, man. In every situation, you know. You're going to learn just to take things on the chin, you know. Let go from the mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. All right, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. Set the thoughts that are most heavy unto you, set them aside, all right, and haste to flee from these times, because, like the scripture gonna say, I'm just gonna read it. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen shall be. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Shit you going through right now, and the shit that's most heavy on your mind, you gonna wish you was going through that when Jacob's trouble come. This ain't nothing. You know what I mean? What we going through right now, it's nothing, man. Like your children. I keep bringing up the children. You know, son, I go through a lot. You know, but you ain't gonna want to see them in Jacob's trouble. You think you gonna want to have a baby with you? I miss my kids. You think in Jacob's trouble that's gonna be a blessing? All right, I'm out here. You know, if that be a lot, you know, all right, at least I'm out here by myself. Or you may be with a brother or something. You think you gonna want your wife and your kids with you for real, man? Cause your girl gonna be bitching. And your kids gonna be crying. It's just gonna make it harder. You know? Or, you might, let's say your lights got cut out or something like that. Ain't gonna be no damn lights in America, man. And then Jacob's trouble, man. Greater evils is coming in the shit that you worried about. And that's a worldly mind state, to be worried about the world. Oh, I lost my woman, Jake loved a woman. I lost my woman, man. You're not gonna be wanting no woman around you during that time. They gonna be stinking too and bitching. And you don't want that around you in Jacob's trouble. You want to remain focused. All right. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy into thee. Set that shit aside, man. It's not real. Don't hold no weight for real. It doesn't, shit that you worried about. But we in the flesh, so naturally we worry about that shit, but just, rebuke those thoughts. You worried about the wrong shit. I remember my father used to tell me that all the time. Spiritual now, think about it. You just be worried about the wrong shit. And of course, as a youngster, everything seems like the world's ending, But the world will have a grown man with that mindset. Everything is happening, you worried about the wrong shit. You let it go. Because it's going to keep happening, Like the scriptures say, this place ain't no place of rest, so it's always going to be something in your mind to some extent. You set it to the side, man. Most High take care of it, It says, in haste to flee from these times, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. All right? There are greater evils coming to this place than the little shit that we're going through. And I'm not trying to belittle any man's struggle or any man's tribulation, But fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, let it go. And always remember there's somebody going through some worse shit than you. Always, It's John 5, 18. John 5 and 18. Maybe it's 1 John. Salakia. Salakia, I think. That was 1 John 18. Salakia. Can't remember what that scripture's at. I'm up to James. It's James 4 and 4. All right, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. So if you a friend of the world, if you're immersed in the world, are you an enemy of the Most High? And the scripture says it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the Most High. It ain't like you a formidable opponent. You basically fooled when the Most High get ready to destroy this place. So the friendship of this world is enmity with the Most High. And you say it says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, pardon me. All right. And the adulterers and the adulteresses is the Israelite man and woman. So y'all committed spiritual adultery on the Most High. Because the world is Satan's domain, so who are you worshiping? Who are you, like they say, pledging your allegiance to? If you got friendship with the world, you on the left-hand side. Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of the Most High. Because you chose Satan, man, and chose to commit spiritual adultery on the Most High. All right, 3:1. It's 1 John 3:1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. Same way the world, of course they're going to treat us a certain way because they have no knowledge of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. They have no knowledge of righteousness. All they've been taught is spiritual wickedness. So, therefore, the world knoweth us not because it knew him not. All right. It says, beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. All right. So the only people that are looking for the coming of the Lord or the hopeful elect, the last thing on these people's mind is the Most High. Because America taught you was God. Once again, America is the land of narcissism. I'm going to do a video on that. I keep saying it. It's the land of narcissism, man. There is self-worship, no accountability, self-worship, manipulation. Like, look at what a narcissist is. And you'll see that's what it is. It's the land of narcissism. So, of course, they're not thinking of the Most High because they've been taught to be proud and look within for all the answers. You can't correct a narcissist. You can't hold a narcissist accountable. And that's a part of Israel. It's a part of the law, correcting and holding each other accountable. A narcissist can't be straightforward with you. There's always some slithery snake-like shit they doing. And Most High said, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. We got to be straightforward with each other. So the world, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not because it knew him not. I'm going to hop to 13. Marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you. All right. The world hated Yahushua. The world hates the Most High. They hate him. What they call, ideology, if you will, which the Most High's word is just the truth. But if you go to an LGBT meeting and speak the words of the Most High, they're going to hate you. They're going to run you up out of there. If you go to a feminist meeting and talk about, what the Lord said about a woman's place, they're going to hate you. Not really hate you, but hate the Most High. They'll run you up out of there because of the words of the Heavenly Father. So marvel not, my brethren, if the world hates you. The world hates the Most High. And that's why he hates them. And we talk about God is love, that's the black woman saying that. God is love. The Most High hate the world, man. If somebody say you're my enemy, the love of the world is enmity with the Most High. If you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of the Most High. He has a high level of disdain for you then. It's not loving, That's, I'm going to destroy you. When the prophecies go past, I'm going to come destroy you, and the things that the Most High is going to do to the world, is hateful. 200 million missiles, that's overkill. Well, it's not my place. Boy, she's slacking. But that's, let's say, a fierce punishment. You know? 2015. I grabbed this already. I grabbed it already. Salakia. This is John. That's what I was looking for earlier. This is John 15 and 18. If the world hate you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. These words of the Lord. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. And we coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. So of course the world gonna hate us just like it hated Yahweh Shai when he was on the scene. If you were of this world, the world would love its own. But because you're not of this world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you, and that's what it is. If you were of the world would love its own. It's like niggas love each other. Wicked niggas love wicked niggas. Like the scriptures say, well, not the scriptures say, but it's a saying in the world, birds of a feather fly together, Or even the scriptures say that man, I'm drawing a blank. Basically, what do the wicked have to do with the righteous? Like, they can't walk step in step. I can't think of the correct, the full scripture verbatim. But the point is, the wicked and the righteous have no camaraderie, have nothing to do with each other. How can they walk lockstep? One's wicked and one's righteous. So if you was of the world, if you was wicked, they'll love you. Wicked niggas get love, you know what I'm saying? They get love out here. If you're a wicked nigga, if you're a street nigga, you got bodies, you sell drugs, you a pimp. You get love. But because you're not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. All right. So expect to be hated, expect to be on the other side, because that's our lot. Don't get caught up in trying to please the world. Don't let the ridicule of the world, all right, make you conform to the world. Just be an enemy of the world like you were chosen to be. Continue to walk on the path of righteousness, and don't look back, like I said earlier. But I ain't gonna hold you. I just wanted to make that video. Hope it was edifying. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.